what's next for my main channel videos? I figured this would be an interesting thing to talk about. I feel like there are at least some people out there who want to know where the channel's going, because it's definitely had a bit of a shift recently. The biggest thing is that videos are getting much longer. Much longer. At least more than twice as long as they were before. Previously they were like 8 to 10 minutes, and now I want them to all be at least 20 minutes long, because they just do better, and I can go into more depth and not feel like I'm skimming over a bunch of things. And people prefer it. It seems like it gives people more to talk about, you know, when there's more content there. And I now have the ability to do that because I've got an editor to edit the stuff for me, so I have more time to work on the scripts and every other aspect of the video. So that's going to be the biggest change to the channel going forwards. And coincidentally, it happened right as the Switch 2 came out, so it's kind of like Endo Phase 2, Switch 2, whatever. New Switch, new channel objectives. I don't know. Aside from that, I also want to somehow figure out how to increase my output while still being at university, which takes up so much of my time. It's so annoying. I didn't exactly pick an easy topic to do, an easy degree to do, or like a non-time consuming degree. They say in the lectures that you gotta be studying as if it's like a 9 to 5. Like you have to be studying 8 hours a day or whatever, for astrophysics, which is just not realistic, especially if I want to do this as my job at the moment as well. So I need a way to increase my output with the amount of time that I have to myself. I really don't see a way of doing that other than just absolutely grinding out scripts when I can, like in the summer holidays or whatever, which I don't want to do. I always procrastinate writing scripts. It's just such an undertaking to do. So another option is to hire a scriptwriter, which I'm testing at the moment. I've got the other YouTuber Try, you might have heard of him. He's currently writing a script for his Zelda video, and we'll see how that goes. The issue with getting a scriptwriter to write scripts is it's very hard to get them to match your style, or if they do, they try too hard and overdo it and stuff. So I think at least starting off, what I need to do is give them videos where it's not super dependent on my style. So I'm thinking things like the super long form ones that are like the Switch retrospective, which was, 50 minutes long. The script wasn't as like super well thought out as the usual ones. It was just kind of like a stream of consciousness, the whole writing process, plus obviously going over it and tweaking things and whatever. So I think getting a scriptwriter for that kind of thing could be a lot better, and then obviously I'll polish it myself, make it my own, add my own personality to it, whatever. That type of thing I feel a lot more safe handing off to someone else, because the main videos are much more, I guess, stylized and super thought out. They take a lot of time to, structure and make sure it all is aligned and a good balance of funny and information and whatever, and directing the visuals for each little bit. So yeah, I think I need a scriptwriter going forwards. Not ChatGPT. I'm not going to use ChatGPT. That would be an embarrassment to the channel. I've seen people suggest it as well in my comments, because I mentioned I was looking for a scriptwriter, and someone was like, "Oh, just use ChatGPT." It's like, that's like the worst case scenario. ChatGPT is very good, and it's getting a lot better, but it doesn't know the context as well as real people do. And ChatGPT, at least at the moment, has a very clear style, doesn't it? They'll use the rule of threes, or say something like, it's not just this, but it's this and this and this and whatever, and use a whole bunch of M dashes and whatever. It's super easy to tell when something's ChatGPT. A bit harder when it's spoken out, I guess, but if you see it as text, you're like, yeah, that wasn't written by a real creative individual. It's just, yeah, that'd be so bad, especially for main channel videos. It's just, yeah, no. I'm not anti-ChatGPT, like I use it a lot. It's my favorite technology at the moment. I'm super excited to see where it goes in the future. It's very good at helping me with like physics equations and whatnot. And I use it to, to proofread my scripts and tell me if there are any discrepancies and whatever, but I don't use it to write new content, because that's just not what that's not the right thing to do. Anyway, I think I want to, I don't know, a big challenge for me is getting consistent performance in my videos. Like, some can get 500,000 views and some can get 20k, and I think increasing the duration of that has been helping with that a lot, actually. It'll more consistently hit at least 100,000 views, usually a lot more. So I think that's the way forwards for that at the moment. We'll see how it goes. For mitigating the risk of spending a month on a video just for it to do really shit is soul crushing. I don't know what to do other than just keep making the videos better and better as well to help mitigate that. But that's my biggest concern, along with output. And yeah, I'm always thinking of improving the channel, the videos. What can I do differently? What can I do better? What can I do to make sure this video will always, is guaranteed to do well and reach a good audience? I think the answer to that is just to make the best video possible, Make a video so good that it has to do well. If that makes sense. Once I realized that, my videos, once I initially realized that, my videos started to do really, really well. Back in 2023. It started with What's Next for Zelda, that got 400k views, and then What's Next for 3D Mario, that got another 400k. And then What's Next for Mario Kart didn't start off as well, but then I changed the thumbnail and whatever, and then that's at 500k. And I wonder if I've kind of lost that initial idea of what makes a good video. I'm not sure. Because since then, there's obviously been a bunch of even better performing videos, but also a bunch of not as good performing videos. So I feel like maybe I kind of sometimes lose my initial vision, possibly. I don't know, it's a whole complicated thing. But yeah, I do want to make my videos better with every video. Even just, improving it by 1% each time. That has a compounding effect. And I have some ideas for how I can achieve that. One of the big ones, again, is making the videos longer. But that's not as interesting. I think I want to make them more stylized, more better branding and more unique. So it's oh, this is an Endo video, And I think that can be done with a lot of custom assets and a sort of design language for the videos. Things from motion graphics to fonts to all that kind of stuff. I think is a good way to do it. And every single aspect of the videos are going to be improved over time, just as I gain experience or whatever. The voiceovers are good. I think they're very good, but they can be better. The scripts are very good, but they can be better. The thumbnails are very good, but they can be better. There's no limit to how good a YouTube video can be, and I think that's really exciting. There's no textbook or guidelines for what makes a good video. It's all super subjective, and there's no such thing as a perfect video, which I think is really, really cool. So yeah, that's like a small glimpse of what's coming in the future. I guess I can mention some videos I'm thinking of doing. I've got one at the moment called 100 Ways to Improve the Switch 2, which is quite cool. I figured out all the 100 ways. They're all very interesting, well, for the most part. But I'm a little bit worried about doing another Switch 2 video, you know? I also want to talk about games and whatnot, but my Switch 2 stuff always seems to do well. I don't want to come across as the Switch 2 guy and nothing else, you know? So I'm also thinking of some sort of speculation video for the next Mario Kart and come up with a concept for that in Blender. The video that the scriptwriter's writing is what to expect from Zelda on the Switch 2. I think that's going to be very cool. After that, I don't know. I'm kind of waiting on the upcoming Nintendo Direct to kind of give me some stuff to work with, you know? If they tease, I don't know, a new Animal Crossing, I can make a video about that. Sort of, you know, what's next for Animal Crossing, or, I don't know, maybe a less repetitive title. Something like that. They can give me so much stuff, and it always just fuels ideas. So I'm excited for that. Subscribe.